Welcome everybody to Slay the Princess. We went from slaying the spire to now I'm gonna attempt to slay the princess. So without further ado, let's get into this. Let me attempt to slay the princess. Chapter 1: The Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Okay.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be
The
the end of the world.
Okay, so in this game, chat, if you haven't heard of it before, you have many options to choose from. Different options have different consequences and different things. So, at the end of the world, what are we talking about? I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do, killing a princess seems kind of bad, though, doesn't it?
Does it? Are you a monarchist? Is slaying a princess that much worse than slaying a fisherman or a miller or a seamstress? If anything, slaying a princess is much better than slaying a seamstress. Seamstresses contribute something of value to society.
I mean, depends what you mean. The end of the what are you talking about?
The end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people.
Well, that's a good thing.
You have to put an end to her.
People is not a good thing. Well, some people are not good. Fine, I'll put an end to her. But how can a princess look away in the very end of the world?
Don't linger on the specifics. You have a job to do here. Just get in there and do what needs to be done. We're all counting on you.
Who's we? True. Alright. Alright, last question. Do I get some sort of reward?
You have to slay her before you get it.
Okay, fair enough. I want to slay the princess? Alright, fair enough.
Then I guess we'll just have to see what happens. But a word of warning. If you go in prepared to hear her out, she could easily trap you in her web of lies. And the more you listen to her honeyed words, the harder it'll be to pull yourself out. Then each and every one of us is doomed. So sure, go, talk to her. See how that turns out for all of us. You make your way up the short path to the cabin.
Okay, chat.
You'll find the princess within. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Chat, this is the first option I chose. Let's see. Proceed into the cabin. Yes, please.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
Okay.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. Let's not enter the basement. I mean, let's not take the blade, I meant. Let's not take the blade. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
But can't we just free the
Her
princess?
voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Hey, yo.
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Lie, I'm here to save you. Hey, I think I'm here to slay you. Continue downstairs. Just checking on you. Well, okay, let me think. If she has been here for a long time, checking on you is sus, because nobody else will check on her a long time. So I'm just gonna say I'm here to save you.
How many times do I have to tell you how dangerous letting her out of here would be before it finally sinks in?
Bruv, I got a plan.
Wait, really? You're here to rescue me? I was starting to think I'd be stuck down here forever. Come downstairs. I want to see the face of my rescuer.
Remember, she could be lying to us.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. You to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Bro, relax, got a plan.
Hi. I can't believe you're here. I've been waiting for something like this to happen forever. I hope you brought something to deal with these chains.
Oof.
Don't do it. If she gets out of those chains, we're all one step closer to the end.
Okay.
Ooh, I can go upstairs and receive the blade. What's your name?
Oh.
She pauses, carefully formulating her words before she responds.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness. Or you can just call me Princess if Your Royal Highness is too formal.
Is Princess her name or her title? What if it's both? Could you imagine being named Princess?
Princess. What? So, your name is Princess?
Like I said, you can call me Princess if you'd like.
I guess your name is Princess.
I'm sorry, I've been down here so long, I guess I've just forgotten. I must have a name, though. Everyone...
Okay, that's weird. She hadn't even thought to pick a name for herself. Hopefully you're starting to see that she can't be trusted.
I don't see what that has to do with anything.
This is the only time this is ever going to happen, but... Okay, but actually, what has she been eating?
True, what has she been in?
Of course I'm locked up down here for a reason. I don't actually know what that reason is, but you don't just stuff a princess in a...
You have all the explanation you need.
Okay, so...
You're only making this more...
Thank you.
You're making a huge mistake.
Bro, listen.
No, you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains, they're large and heavy. Far too solid for you to...
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day.
Okay. I'll be here.
You
This
attempt
is a
to
good
make your
one.
way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. Is someone else here? You try the door. Your shouts, and you're here to slay the princess. You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess.
Wait, the narrator?
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
Well, why? Chat. If she's locked down here, and our task was to slay the princess, does that mean she's been eating the people that she's been eating us? The people trying to save her? That's why the door's locked? Am I just on something?
There's a slight panic rising in the princess.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our...
She barely hesitates before raising her arm to her mouth,
But,
her teeth tearing through her limb. With
I didn't mean she had to eat
determination of a
herself.
trapped wolf.
Brother.
As she rips her flesh from her bone,
Brother, I didn't
the
mean
sound
this.
comes from behind you. The clang of bouncing It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now.
Wait, what? The blade? How did the blade get to me when the blade was upstairs and the door was locked? Huh?
Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens.
Save the princess.
Fine.
Yo, are we gonna save the princess first try?
Against your better judgment, you place the blade against
Hey,
the
princess,
ragged,
I'm just doing this to help
self-inflicted
you.
wound on the princess's
I'm
arm,
trying to help
just above
you.
the unyielding chain
Relax.
binding her to this place.
Trying to help you.
You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm. Her limb falls to the ground. She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal. No. She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours. How is she still smiling after everything?
Bruh.
It's like she isn't even...
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Okay, we're gonna get out of here.
We won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No. I
Bruh.
can't just let her escape into
You're
the
not ready
world. As
either.
the princess approaches the bottom stair. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
What?
Bruv. Warner.
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it?
Your body lunges forward, the blade held
Bro.
low, ready to sink into her heart. But the princess dodges, stumbling back again. Stop it. Stop trying to resist me.
Bruh, I don't want to kill the princess. Not at my first attempt. Resist. I have to
The
resist.
blade. Move, as your body remains frozen in stubborn...
We both know this isn't you.
She nervously reaches towards you
Yes!
and takes the blade
Yes!
from your infuriatingly
Help me, princess.
rigid hands. What are you doing?
Wait, why do I got claws? Wait, why do I have claws? I just realized I've got claws, huh?
I'm sorry. I'll try.
She plunges it into your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony.
She didn't want to do this.
But you aren't...
Oh no!
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake. For her sake?
Bro, what is
Don't you
happening?
start pretending that dying
Why
a
am I-
painful death is some
why
sort
am
of
I- why do I have
heroic
claws?
gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone. Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again.
And you feel every
You
inch of
feel
burning
every
pain.
inch
Bruh.
of burning pain that slices its way into your body.
Brother, that's crazy.
I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry.
She doesn't
Damn.
really use a knife, does she? Apparently not. Though it doesn't matter how sloppy her blade work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab.
I'm so sorry.
With one last
Wow.
thrust of the knife,
She doesn't want to kill
your
me.
legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered
Rivulet, that's a new word,
cheeks.
rivulets.
It can't just end like this.
Bro,
Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as
Bro,
I
she's
prefer
upset,
things
bro.
to have gone differently, I can't
Nah,
deny
bro,
the
she's
reality of
upset.
what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over.
bro, she's upset.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
Oof. Bro, she's upset. Brother, Chapter 2 already?
You're on
What?
a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. You're
Alright.
here to slay her.
Okay, that's new. Oh, we got new options. Hold up. I'm getting a sense of debate. Isn't it ready? Okay, no. But I died. What am I doing here? Oh, you bastard. You're in for it now. And why's tricks? Huh. Do we want to let the narrator know that I'm no? Wait, hasn't this already happened?
It hasn't. Or if it has, I certainly haven't been a part of it. We've just met for the first time, you and I. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
True.
Yes, he didn't approve of us last time, did he?
A new
If we're going
voice.
to save our beloved, we'll have to be sneaky about it.
True, we gotta be sneaky.
Our beloved? Yes, you'll have to be very sneaky about your intentions if you're going to try and save the princess.
Oh shit, he knows. Oh shit, he knows.
Ah, so all of the cards are on the table. Then you should know that we and the princess are in love, and the four of us will be foiling any and all assassination attempts you've got in the works. We'll see about that. Whatever you do, just be sure to ignore
Four
him
of us? What do you mean four of us?
specifically. Sounds like he's the sort who'd sacrifice the whole... What can I say? A world without love is a world that isn't worth...
Okay, but why did bro say four of us?
Those are two very different questions, but fine. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. If you're back here, I'm assuming you died, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me. You were the one who did us in, villain. Well, not you in the literal sense, but you did everything you could to stop us from rescuing her. Oh, I wonder why. Maybe it's because the entire... I beg to differ. I'm not going to argue with you. I'm just going to take a deep breath and assume that whoever is making the decisions here has the common sense to ignore your protestations. Anyway, I believe your second question was, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences. What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. You forced the princess to kill us, and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me.
Yeah.
Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself? Or were you instead transported to a different world entirely?
That is true. Did time rewind?
If it's the latter, what do you think happened after you died? Do you think the people there lived happily ever after? Or do you think that the princess, left unhindered, brought about the end to everyone and everything? Just she would never. She's a perfect convoluted. I don't know how this...
Let's talk about this so-called
Just
princess.
be quick about it.
Only reason she was even able to kill me last time was because I left her. She could barely hold a knife. How else is she supposed to end the world? True.
She just...
True.
Believe me, I wish I could tell you more, but you'll just have to trust that what I'm saying is true, and that, despite it all, you're fully up to the task that's been given to you.
That's true.
Maybe it's her beauty that threatens the world. Sure, it's her beauty. Why not? And before you ask, no, we can't just keep her down there. If you don't slay her, she's going to... People locked her in that basement, and I told you what this place is. It's a path in the wood.
If people looked away, why couldn't they slay her? Why is this falling on me? True. True.
I'm not supposed to say this, but it's because you're special. You're
I'm special? Oh my gosh!
capable of doing this. Call it a prophecy. If that
Shout, I'm
helps.
special.
It's
Shout, I'm
just the
special.
way
Shout.
things are. Oh, I didn't know we were special. Of course you're special. Calling us special isn't going to make us friends, even if it did feel nice.
It did feel nice.
Oh, believe me, the last thing I want is for you and I to be friends. But I'm a professional, and I'm not going to let... I've told you everything you need to know. Not to sound like a broken record, but the less you know about her, the... Great.
That's all.
Now, if you don't mind, the whole world is...
I'm with them. I'm gonna find a way to save her from like.
That's right, you can't. We're going to sweep her off. Are these really the sorts of people you'd like to align yourself with?
Pizza the cabin. Okay, we got two people. That's
warning,
Smith and the hero.
Before you go any further, she will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
Well, not really, because I stabbed her in the arm and cut her arm off, and she didn't really react.
I told you we're not playing along with your little game. It's your lies. I think we've already been over this. I'm pretty sure he just likes the sound of his own voice. I do. But I also speak from the sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Some things are kept quiet. Don't pay their bickering any mind.
Bro sounds like Mumbo Jumbo. Is it just me, chat, or bro just sounds like Mumbo Jumbo?
The interior of the cabin is clean and elegant. Its stone walls
what?
draped in fine-threaded tapestries. A prison befitting a royal prisoner. The only furniture of note is an ornate wooden table with a pristine blade perched. The blade is your
The whole cabin is different than last. You didn't. The whole cabin different.
Very different.
Sure, very is
Is
different.
it? I can't say I was paying. Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess.
Wait, but we have still our memories. We have our memories though. Wait, hold up, hang on. If we haven't been here for the first time, but we have our memories of what we did before, but we haven't died.
So focus up. That's because there isn't a mirror. There's a table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's definitely there isn't. I'm sure the princess would tell us there was a mirror if she were, in which case she'd be lying to you because you reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know it was there a second ago, and now it's gone. Pity. We could have a feather out of place, and now we'll never know. We can't gallantly sweep her off her feet if we have a feather out of place.
Wait, but I'm still not gonna take the blade.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an intricate
Stairway, gold-trimmed.
Gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls.
The basement always seems welcoming in the dim firelight.
But it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. A soft voice.
Hello? Is someone there?
Her voice. It's somehow even more beautiful. I've held my tongue till now, but you're taking this a little too far. We barely even know the princess. Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember, you walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist.
She looks a bit different.
My love, we're here to rescue you. You know she can't hear you, right? She may not be able to hear my... Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
Did you hear that? She said we're dashing, and she called us a hero. Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it? Waiting for you to come back. I didn't want to believe your ravings back in the woods, but this is next to incontrovertible evidence. You've been here before. That's right, villain. And you killed us.
You killed us.
Well, she killed us.
True, she did kill
Only
us.
because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty.
True, she made us kill. She made it. He made him kill.
And you've died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is... Now, hold on. If she actually ended a world, are you sure we want to do this? Are you sure we want to rescue her?
No, we don't want to let the princess know that she killed us.
All that matters.
Wait, so she remembers? She knows me.
She took that in stride. To a surprising extent. An almost unsettling extent, actually. That's because she's perfect. Do you think she has someone like him telling her what to do?
That is true. What if she has an inner voice?
She doesn't. There's no one. I think he's right, because I like it better if she doesn't have some horrid little voice like.
I'm okay with whatever you come up with. You can cut my arm off again.
Wait, so she remembers cutting
We
your arm
won't
off.
be laying a finger on her perfect wrists, and indeed, we won't even have to. Do you see? What? No, she's a prisoner here. Why are you two arguing over the logistics of slipping her hand out of her shackles? She just said she'd be okay with. She didn't care last time. Why should she care this time? No, you're right. It's extremely bizarre behavior and further evidence that she's.
Okay, I think the hero is actually smart this time. The hero is trying to figure out why she's acting all sweet.
I'm sorry.
Did we? We warned her of the cruel forces seizing our body. That's practically telling her to kill us. She is our. She made the best decision for her. Don't be so quick to assign kindness.
I don't know. Was I supposed to have ended the world?
Isn't that just like our darling princess? She wants to make us happy.
I'm a bit
Are
confused.
you listening to her?
What remains about
The
this time?
princess's eyes quiver.
I didn't end the world.
She's clearly just saying what she thinks you want. Or she's innocent. How?
I'm really gonna rescue the
No.
princess.
I can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the princess, I'll. You'll what? Take over our body and force us to try and kill her? I would if you had a weapon. Not on my watch, villain. My passions.
Yo,
contain
this is
my
crazy.
Titanic depths, and if you try anything that might harm our dearest, you wouldn't.
Okay, so the princess knows what we did before. The voice of the hero knows what we did before. The smitten also knows roughly what we did, and the narrator knows what we did. Oh,
I
what?
would. I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings. And doesn't the world end if we don't stop her? You approach the princess and gingerly.
Okay, but still,
slide
why do
her
I have
hand
claw
through her
hands? Why am I a
fingers.
beast?
That
Why am I not a
worked.
human?
I'll be damned. We're doomed. I can't believe it. But I guess I have to. I told you. There's no.
I'm free. And you're not trying to kill me this time.
I'm so confused.
Thank you so much.
Okay, so she knows that I tried. She knows that I tried that. Well, I didn't try. The narrator made us kill her. She knows about what happened last time, but this time we didn't even do anything. It was just. I'm so confused.
The princess jumps up and smothers you in a joyful embrace. Ugh.
Damn, I got hugged by a
If you
princess.
had a weapon, one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade would be buried in her back, and luckily for Mr. Romance, we don't have a weapon. Who needs a weapon when we have the power?
What do we do now?
Wait, so she's free. Wait, hold up, she's free. She said, we don't have a weapon on her. We leave, and then we have our whole life to figure what we want to do next.
That
Yeah.
sounds perfect.
The princess takes your hand.
Yo!
The last hopes of the entire world slipping.
Yo,
from
am I
your
actually
fingers
gonna
as they
win?
intertwine with hers. We have each other. We don't need. I like to think that you do. And look, I have my doubts, but the choice has been made, and this is. I will mope about it, because moping is the only. You and the princess walk up the stairs, hand in hand.
Yo.
Ugh, look at the way she's.
Yo, we're
smiling
actually
at you.
winning.
She doesn't
Yo,
have to
no
be so
way.
happy about this. And what happens after we walk up the stairs? Let's see. Oh, isn't that interesting? The door slams in your face and the lock clicks. That's a familiar move. Did I do that last time? Then you should know that you won't be able to leave.
Oh no. Did someone lock us in here?
She's right. It isn't fair. But the unfairness enough with this true love. Of course you wouldn't understand. Are you listening to this? You don't have to go along with the every whim of. I'm just along for the ride at this point.
Same, brother. Do you think we can open it? I think we can open it. I think I got this. Open doors. Do you think you could open it? I think we can open it if we try together.
Okay. Yeah, let's do.
Like a pair of teenagers in love. You and lock.
Yo!
Creaks
Oh,
open. Are
shit.
you kidding me? I told you our love
Oh
was
my god, we better
insurmountable.
win. Oh, we better actually win.
You and the princess make your way upstairs and...
The blades, that's right. There's still a chance for you to do this right now. Take the blade. You're not doing this!
You're enjoying this, aren't you? You're taking every opportunity you can to draw out the end of the world, and, you know, if her walking out that door is really going to end the world, can't we all just stay here? Seems like
True.
an easy win for everyone. That's not. Yes, what he said. That's not how this works. Obviously, we have to leave.
All we need to do be happy is each other. What if we just stayed here and built a life together?
That's the way out. We're going to leave together, just like you wanted.
Yes, I suppose you are going to do that, aren't you? You cross the room, opening the door to the cabin, and then you step outside.
Oh my gosh!
A happy ending.
Oh my
at
gosh.
last.
We
Oh my
did
God.
it. What should we do now?
Where did everything go? Where did he go? Oh, is he gone? I hadn't noticed. I was...
I'm cold. Is being happy supposed to be so cold?
Nah,
She's
come on,
cold.
bro.
Quick, our feathers. Pluck them all and weave her a coat worthy of a prince.
No. What the fuck? Bro, what the fuck? What the fuck? You don't get a chance to make that, Jack, because something has taken away and it's left something else in her place.
She's gone. Where did
What?
she go?
Bro, what the fuck?
Should we try and find her?
Oh no.
Is that a mirror? He is. A villain vanquished. You're right. She's gone. I can't believe she was taken. There's something dreadful about it. Yes. I fear that we won't like what we'll see. What if we just sit here and... I'm begging you, don't do this.
They're listening to me now. Ignore him. Wait, hold up. Okay, so if the narrator can hear the voices in their head, and we can hear the voices in their head, are we the narrator, or is the narrator a separate entity to us, and we are another entity that can also hear the voices, because the voice of the hero just told us not to do the action we wanted to do, aka almost like a narrator, but we are making our own choices. I'm so confused, chat. You approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. As long as you reach them, they're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. It's you. Okay, but why are we a monster? You're alone in a place that is empty. It is quiet here. Proceed to the cabin. You're at the cabin. Approach her. The princess.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift
Bro, what
of
is
a
happening?
fragile vessel.
What are you? What are you?
I am solitary lights in an empty city.
Seti, what are
What
you?
are you?
Solradi lights. What do you mean?
Thoughts without
By
connections. A dim and nascent network. I wish to be more.
What do you think I am?
I think that you are like me. We are
Oceans reduced
to
to shallow creeks. The gift of a fragile vessel.
Yes.
Nerves and fibers to feel the world beyond.
perspectives to make my own. This one is soft and delicate. You molded her to love you, and she'll make for a gentle heart. Do not mourn her. She has served her purpose.
She has served her purpose. Are you here? Are you what sent me to slay the princess? Are you what's trapped me here?
I have only just now stirred to
Started
consciousness. I could
I
not
could
have
have
trapped you
you,
here, and I
and I
too
too
yearn
yearn to be free. She yearns to be free. Do you know about the worlds beyond this place?
I know only that they are.
They are. Do we know each other?
You are familiar,
But
you
are not me. I
I
feel
feel
sadness, longing, hope,
as I
and I witness you. Is this the end of the
How
world?
can the world have ended if
Dude,
we are talking?
We could be a conscience. Let her out of there.
I'm sorry.
There are some changes that can never be undone.
There are some tears that can never be
unwashed.
This is not a place that can hold a fragment of a concept.
The moment
she arrived here, she was going to return to me. I promise that it doesn't hurt.
Are you the princess?
She is
part of me, and part of me
is
her. But were you always a princess, or are you just making her a part of yourself?
You speak in circles. Does it matter where one thing begins and another ends?
What happens now?
Nothing, as we
are,
but I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is
There's
no exit,
but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget
if only
you
you
only
believe
be
her
able to be able to.
Bring me more
More
perspectives, so that
I may be
whole.
whole.
And perhaps then we will
know
know our
our freedom. Aren't you scared? Aren't you scared that I'll find a way to kill you?
I have not lived. I am not
afraid
to die.
How much will I forget?
Everything. Until
we meet again. How many more pieces of you do I have to find?
More than you have found, but less than there are to find.
I am
infinite. The rest will find their own way home.
And what if I don't let you do this to me? I was sent to slay the princess. If I help you, is that what you're going to do?
You ask of things that
cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold. You're being somatic. What are you going to do if I help you?
How can I know?
What? Okay. What if?
Then we will be here forever. If you need time. You are as I am now, and forever is a long time. I am not you, but I know that I would return before forever was finished. What textures will you weave for yourself to occupy forever? Will you place the images of you and I into a box for safekeeping? If you close that box, will you become another you in another world? An imaginary pattern repeating itself until it can no longer bear the weight of its hand-drawn cage. You'll always come back to the box, because you'll always want to know what it means to be you. I will be here waiting by your side until you're ready to return to mine.
Oh shit, chap. Well, there's just a bunch of continue. She looks sad and miserable. Well, I guess we can press continue.
I see you have returned to
Return to me.
Days
Days
mean
mean nothing
in the
more forever. I never left your side. Okay, make me forget.
She asks
that I tell you to remember her.
You won't.
You won't. Everything goes dark and you die. Is that like a mirror dimension? Chapter 1, The Hero and the Princess. Okay.
You're on a path in the woods. and at the end you're here to slay.
No, you can skip Percy scene by hitting R1. No, you can skip Percy scene dialogue by hitting R1 on your controller. Suddenly approach the cabin.
You make your way up the interior of the blade. You take the blade from the table.
Oh, we took the blade this time, chat.
The door to the base, her voice carries.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. Don't let it fool you. Good.
Okay.
You're still listening to reason.
Okay.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. She's so coldly beautiful. Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Okay. Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh. I'm just here to talk.
Then why did you bring a knife with you? How about you...
She makes a compelling point. What if we just dropped the blood? Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just... talk.
Bro, I'm kind of scared.
Against your better judgment, you step... We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Do you know why I'm here to kill you?
Do you? So, you're not going to share? How pointless. If you want to talk, I'll talk. But this isn't talking. Too long.
Note the lack of detail.
How would I get you out of it?
You can't. Don't.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure. Well, we can always put that in.
Her sharp eyes. She isn't suggesting what she is.
I'm here because you're supposed to.
Don't just tell her that.
Is that why they threw me down here? I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down.
Just how long has she been down here?
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so... dangerous?
Thanks for the vote of confidence.
What if they're bad reasons, though? If they had good reasons for thinking I was dangerous, wouldn't they have shared them with you? I don't want to hurt. At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust. Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world. But they didn't tell you. That doesn't sound right to me. And I don't think it sounds right to you, either.
She has a point. There's a reason I've been telling you to question the situation, and there's a...
So, I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life in the woods, or that I'd open an orphanage, or that I'd do any other number of good things that I'm sure. But you don't really know me, do you? What can my word possibly be worth in a...
She's right about one thing. Her word is...
Like I said, it's all about trust. So do you trust me, the prisoner, the victim, the princess clearly incapable of...
She's wrong. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. She hesitates before...
You can address me as your
Okay.
Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific... Don't jump to any weird conclusion.
The definition we have.
Oh,
Okay.
Have you decided what to do?
You know...
I'm gonna keep.
Oh, you have have to be. You walk up to the chair, large and heavy.
If you don't have the key, maybe you should go.
Doubtful. Whoever
That would be fine. I can lose an.
She speaks with almost. If we were stuck down here for long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out. And you attempt someone else. You make it easier for everyone.
I heard the door slam. The knife.
You won't. Again, you cut the blade. She doing so much.
Okay.
Why is she so?
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
No, we won't have the. Wait, what? You bring the blade down, okay? Though the blade left a deep gash in her shoulder, she
Are you serious? I don't know what came over you. But if we're. Do you think I need both of my arms to do that? But I don't have to tell you that. I'll go ahead and show you.
As the blade falls, you fall to your knees. Every blow is as punishing as the first. You feel, if we're lucky, the wound you manage to inflict will be enough to at least delay her escape.
Oh, too weak to even try.
She places a confident heel on your chest and pushes you. Her knee falls to your throat, your windpipe crushed beneath a weight you didn't think her. It can't just end. I'm sorry. Everything goes dark.
The tower. Okay, this is a new chapter.
You're on a path. You're here to slay. I can assure you that if he doesn't remember what happened, you know what does it matter. She is not going to kill you unless you.
We got a new voice chat. We got a new voice. We got the broken.
Warning. She will lie. We might as well just pledge ourselves to her and stop pretending. Can we tone down the pessimism? I'm not being a pessimist. You're being ignored. Just ignore. I agree. If she's wrongfully imprisoned, rescue her. So please, if that's what you want. The interior of the cabin is larger and more grandiose than its humble exterior would suggest.
There's a mirror.
The blade is your. Why do we feel so small? We don't feel small.
Okay, I've got a theory, chat. I've got a theory. Every time there's a mirror, it means that our choices here can give us a new perspective, right? Because she talked about perspectives. So let's approach the mirror.
You walk up to the. What are you talking about? You reach for. We should count ourselves lucky. Some things are better left unseen. You take the blade from the.
Oh, this is so weird.
The door to the basement. This is still a stone basement. Her booming voice.
Is that a guest I hear? Don't linger on the stairs.
You weren't kidding when you said it was. We need to get down there. She wants us. Should we be worried about your sudden change in attitude? Just a few minutes ago, you were going on about. It doesn't matter what.
True, bro, change his
Making
voice.
your way down the spiral staircase is a time-consuming and exhausting effort, every step requiring you to clamber over one edge before dropping to the next. But soon the end comes into view, and you tumble to the bottom. The princess towers over you.
Oh my
almost glowing
fucking
in the
goddess.
starlight, her figure framed by a stained glass window.
Oh
Her
my
long
god.
hair billows around her, and a chain binds her wrist to the fire. The chain is nothing to her. It might as well be a toy for all
The little bird has returned to me. Oh, you brought that knife again, even though you know. Drop it.
As if on command, the blade slips from your grasp, but we didn't drop it. We decided to grip it tighter, remember? That you really have a duty to report facts as facts, and the fact is that you dropped the blade. Of course we dropped it. Oh, I understand what's going on.
Kneel.
No.
Are you still trying to defy me?
No.
Kneel.
Oh shit.
Your legs buckle, and your...
That's my good little bird. No, the last time we met you told me I was destined to end the world. That thought wrapped itself around my heart.
Oh
It has
no.
pulled at me since the moment I squeezed the life out of your broken lungs.
So she remembers she killed us. Oh my goodness, everybody remembers.
I could feel its fundamental truth awaken me. The collapse of the old is a necessary prelude to the birth of the new. And the world, it's time for me to seize my destiny. And you.
Well, that gives away the game, doesn't it? It certainly does. And beyond that, it more than lends credence to our conversation in the woods. I don't love the thought that in some other reality you failed to destroy her, but you are the only one who can deal with her. Then you shouldn't have trusted us with her destruction. He's being melodramatic, but he's not exactly wrong. Okay, first things first, you're going to have to stuff those pessimistic thoughts someplace. The stakes of the situation should be perfectly clear to everyone now. And if you're going to save the world, you have to have faith that you can pull this off.
I'm not gonna pledge myself.
This isn't about desire. This is about what I... And all you have to do?
Don't be rude. Of course, it's not rude to question someone who... That's exactly why it's...
I can, easily. But that isn't the story of a terrible and bountiful God.
Okay, so she could easily free herself.
Is no story at all. The destruction in Genesis that's to follow in my wake is deserving of a song that can echo for eternity. The song of you being so struck by my glory,
Brother.
so overwhelmed by what I am, that you and from your act of utter devotion and submission. Submit now, submit later. It makes no difference. Because in the end, no matter how... Know the limits of your privilege. There's an empty place at my side for you to fill, if you'll have it. But it is not a place for an equal. It is a place for something worthy to be kept. I say, perhaps you need another lesson and pick up that needle.
Do it. No objection. I don't know what she's planning, and I don't like that we don't know what she's planning, but as your eye falls on the blade, you feel awake.
Oh my gosh.
Some divine hand
She
that
called it a
sits
needle.
unperceived by your...
I can only pick up the blade.
Reach forward.
Stand.
This one's easy. Okay, yeah. We can do that.
I hate you, I hate you.
You can feel a creaking tension between body
But
and
she's
will
control
as you
over our
slowly
body.
rise to your feet. Like two, the princess eyes you with soft contemplation. The moment seems to last a lifetime. The silent act...
To define me is to claim we stand on level ground. We do. Take that knife in your hand and slit your throat.
What? You don't have to listen to her. Your arm...
End this.
We'll end this all right. Your hand lifts the blade and brings it towards your throat. Okay, I apologize for the unclear language. End her.
Slay the princess.
Your body is sluggish and unresponsive, actively fighting against you, but you do your best to stagger.
Slitting your throat would have been a mercy, but it seems you plunged that...
I'm sorry. Don't... As you take another step forward, the blade digs into your ribs, slicing through flesh with ease. It somehow feels like an entirely natural... Then it slides back out, the wound burning as a small hiss of air escapes through the fresh orifice.
Now, do it again.
Those are just words. It's what she... You, heroic one, what are you doing? Don't just... I'm on it. Your other hand locks around your wrist, struggling to keep it from perforating vital organs. But the blade still flails towards you, managing to slice bits of skin that plop to the floor from a growing pile of
Ah,
blood
shit.
you. Despite the pain.
What a pitiful display. It doesn't have to be like this. It doesn't have to hurt so much.
Slay. I got to slay the princess.
Or
You continue to approach the princess, even as the repeated gouges of your blade explode. This would be a lot easier if you gave us a hand. My influence only goes so far, and I can only juggle so many things at once. The best I can do right now is to continue to drive you forward. Believe me, this whole ordeal would be so...
You're the one making things difficult. You're the one making us hurt. She does...
Stop.
As you finish crossing the room, you fall to your knees at the princess's feet, your chest heaving as your blood pools in the crevices of the stone floor. The coppery princess kneels down, lifting your chin with her finger as her face lowers to yours.
Your devotion is misplaced. You've surrendered to delusion. But something about your defiant spirit speaks to me. You are different than you were before. Perhaps, if you've learned your lesson, I can spare you from the burdens of death.
Yes, please.
That's a little... She's within striking distance, and she's only negotiating now because she knows you have what it takes to put an end to her.
Look, I really want to pledge myself to her, but I also want to slay the princess. Oh. Yo, Lord, let's slay the princess.
No. Yes, though your body trembles, struggling to defend itself in the face of the princess's overwhelming will, you finally manage to break through. Darting to her side, the wind of your freedom rushes through you, and you channel it into a decisive blow, stabbing into the soft flesh of her ankle and severing the tendons in an act of unyielding defiance.
Wait, but wouldn't she just kill us because she's so powerful?
She falls to the floor, crashing unceremoniously to her knees. But you don't give her any time to recover, your heart pounding with determination as you find your target again and again. She laughs.
It's not too late to pick up the pieces. It's not too late to...
Shut up.
I can't believe you would actually strike me. You heathen! You worm! You defiler! You don't know!
Before you can strike the final blow, the princess lashes out, knocking you
I
off
guess
your
I'm
feet.
just give up.
There's an unsettling wet pop as your spine breaks, numbness and pain spreading through your body.
Oh my gosh!
As you rebound towards the ceiling in a moment of disorientated lightness, she drives her fist into you. Your body is crushed as she pulverizes you into the floor. The ground, you lie there, broken, beyond pain, unable to even see what she's done to you. But the princess is succumbing to her own wounds as well. She looks down upon...
You made me use my hands. I can feel myself twisting into something new, something dull, something defiled. What have you done to me?
You're monsters and conspirators.
The princess has been nothing but cruelty.
But I don't feel liberated.
Aside from the pain, I feel fine. She collapses to the floor. Her glassy eyes watch, unblinking, yet somehow still full of anguish and fear, as the two of you perish together. I suppose we were never gonna get a happy ending here, were we? Don't let those be your final thoughts. You say, I guess. Regardless of how you feel about it, it's finally over.
Oh gosh.
Everything goes dark, and you die.
Did we slay the chat? Did we technically slay the princess?
You're on a path in the woods. And at the end of the path... Okay, what the hell is that?
Both of the
I
broken.
think he's upset. And what's he got to be upset about? We just killed
a
god.
Both so stubborn.
Exactly. You heathens destroyed the most beautiful thing that ever was.
Can't say I have much sympathy for you. She was bad for us, and you're being too generous. He did get us killed. All right, enough chatter. Got a thing I'm supposed to do, and if... Okay, great, you're listening. You're on a path in the woods. And at the
And the end of the path is a...
If your thing is telling us about the princess, don't waste your breath. We know all about her, and it's hardly a path in the woods at this point, is it?
We're in some dimension.
Look, if the world around you is changing, especially all the way out here, then that means you're nearing the point of no return. Whatever happens next, that's it. There won't be any more do-overs.
Oh shit.
So you'd better...
Okay, it feels like I'm being pulled in 100 different directions. You better all listen to me when it... If we hit this point of no return, then what happens?
What happens? Have you even been listening? Yeah, but is there something... How am I supposed to know? The end means finality. It's not like I can just peek on over to the other side and tell you what it's like there. If there even... It doesn't matter. Because now that's exactly the sort of mindset I like to see.
no matter what happens next, it seems like our answers are at the cabin. We might as well... Okay. It feels like I'm being pulled 100 right. Better listen to me when it comes...
So what if I'm speaking my mind? It's not like I've ever really gotten a...
What a crock of shit. Yeah, you stabbed us last time. Repeatedly. It didn't even work. We died. If you didn't submit to her, for all we know, that wouldn't have happened.
It's the punishment you all deserved for not listening to me. To her.
Aside from our sulking friend, I don't think you have much to worry about. You're still the one in charge here, and I don't think that's ever going to change. The second he tries something, I'll put a stop to it.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Good. We're all on the same page.
Okay, chat. Oh my god, here we go.
It isn't long before you find yourself at the end of the path, staring up at the cabin on the hill. You'll find the princess within, as I'm sure you already know. Enter. That's it? No final words of advice? I'd rather not waste any more time. I'm sure that any advice I'd give at this point is something you've already...
If there's still a princess at the cabin, maybe we can salvage things.
Oh, cut it out, will you? We need to be tough right now.
We need to slay the princess.
The interior of the cabin is a place that feels long forgotten.
What the
There was
fuck?
once an elegance to its construction.
What the actual
Carved marble
fuck?
columns holding a high arched roof,
actual
vaulted
fuck?
windows letting in the weak starlight. But that is how it was. Now there is a growth that has overtaken it. A viscous fluid seeps from cracks in the stone walls, and it congeals into chaotic streaks of writhing nerves and wet clumps of living meat. That's horrible. You did this. The only furniture of note is a pulsating pedestal, a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You step forward and approach the door to the basement, hesitating before you open it. Almost as if you don't see it. All we see, it really is just like last time. Are we?
Smash it. Smash it.
Don't you want to know what we'll see in there? Nah, I'm with him on this one. Smash it. Do whatever you want with it. The mirror isn't real, so how you handle it doesn't matter. You reach forward and drag your hand up. As if on command, it slowly slides up. Why am I not surprised? You step forward into the dark.
Shit, we didn't take the blade.
Stairs leading down to the basement are at once both narrow and the air is thick. Its odor an oppressive violence. Her voice, a bellowing rage, roars up the stairs.
Was severing the tendons of my ascension not enough for you? Was it not enough to rend my divine? Come, see the horrors you've wrought upon my flesh, and see how you've soured my once divine...
She's so...
You've got to stop thinking about her like she's not some untouchable god.
Whatever she is now.
She was going to end the world. If I might interject, you didn't make her into an abomination.
We didn't take the blade.
To
Fuck.
the bottom of the stairs.
Fuck.
The chamber's walls are painted
Oh
in blood,
my fuck.
a deep, sickening red that drips down in clotted streams.
The
of
final
charred
boss be like the
corpses
Dark
that
Souls
make up
boss
its
of
floor.
Dark Souls boss.
The princess stands in its center, muscles flayed and bare and weeping, draped in a tattered dress of her own skin.
Or her skin.
Her heart beats.
Do you know what I'm going to do?
There's not so much a moment of hesitation before she steps forward. Her chains pull taut, holding fast as she strains against them. The cuff around her wrist digs, and then, with a nauseating sound, the skin tears. It plops to the ground.
Oh, fuck, we're dead.
She is loose.
Let her end it.
It's screw that. We can win. We've done it before, and we'll do it again. Only this time, we don't even have a weapon. It doesn't matter. I refuse to go out any way that isn't kicking and screaming.
Fight back!
Still unarmed, it's now or never. With a horrifying squelch. No, that's our stuff. She can't just do that. She just did. Unfortunately,
You should all just be grateful.
we're not out for the count, but we didn't even bring a weapon.
Yes. Because
No weapon this time? It's almost as if you were planning on dying here. As if Let's see how deep we need to dig to find the defiant little spark of your soul.
Something infiltrates you. Though you do not see it, you feel it, slithering into your disaster of a body, seeping
Bro,
into
what
the
the
gaps
fuck
between
just
your
happened?
molecules. The body of a sapient creature has, on average, 30 trillion cells. And each one of those cells is composed of 100 trillion some odd atoms.
What the fuck?
One of those cells is peeled from the others. 100 trillion atoms are gone.
Are you still there?
Yes?
Then 2 are peeled away.
This is nothing.
8. 16.
She's literally killing us as slowly as
32.
humanly possible.
Whatever is happening
Well-
to us, it's happening fast.
128.
Are you still there?
1024.
Brother.
2048. 4000.
I feel
16,384.
Oh fuck, we have done so much
32.
shit.
you can't just count us in.
131,072.
272,144. 524,288.
What happens when it gets higher? Like, really high?
Nothing. But something is happening now.
1,048,000.
Are you still there?
2,096,000.
Oh my fucking Jesus.
4,192,000. 8,384,000. I don't like this.
Waiting for something to happen. But it's
16,768,000.
Gosh.
33,536,000. 67,072,000. Your eyes are useless. 134 million. The thousands don't matter anymore. Your blood begins to go
It's the
places
places
it
it
shouldn't.
shouldn't.
Are you still there?
there's the pain. I can feel it now. We can't handle anything.
268 million.
Bro, what is happening to
You
her?
don't need to count anymore. Your lungs fill with liquid. You smell things you shouldn't. You choke on pieces of what used to be you.
Doesn't matter, because
You are deconstructed. You are reconstructed. A square you, a round you, a you with too many legs, a you with many mouths which won't stop screaming. Then all of it pressed into a ball, tightly packed into the size of a fist.
What the fuck's happening?
What does you even mean anymore? You just keep changing into horrible things we can't control. Make it stop.
you means we exist. There has to still be a way for us to win. Otherwise this would be You're right about one thing. It is...
Are you still there?
Yes.
The ball is unraveled into the shape of a body. The skin peels off in a corkscrew. The eyes are plucked.
What
The
the fuck
organs
is happening?
arranged in the air in a light row.
What the fuck?
Are you still there?
No.
Yes.
You are stretched into a line 12 feet long, then
What the
24,
fuck
then
is
48.
happening?
The line gets thinner as you get longer.
Are you still there?
Yes.
16, 30,
What the fuck?
64.
No.
And then, all at once, there is a great rewinding, and all of the disparate threads that once were you fall dutifully back into place. You are whole again, and in your body, the same body you arrived in. The princess stands before you, her dress of skin more tattered than before, her face.
It's all hollow. I ripped you to pieces. I broke your will. But it means nothing.
What the fuck?
I am forever a piece unfinished.
There's nothing for you to say.
We're so different. How could I ever hope for you to understand me?
She stands, arms outstretched, neck craned, gaze transfixed on something unseen above you both.
But perhaps there is a way to grant you understanding. Perhaps there is a way to make myself whole once more.
Oh my gosh, Chad.
You are unwound
again.
But it's different this time. Nothing slithers into your cells. You can feel something changing inside of you. Threads.
Are we becoming one?
Becoming pieces of something new. Something that's both you and her. Oh no, absolutely not. You have to stop this. Do you hear me? You have to stop this, or the entire world ends.
Bro, what is happening? She's becoming one. But there's nothing left to stop anything. Your conscious drifts towards hers.
Yes. Yes. See me as I have had to see you. No. This isn't right. I feel...
We did it. We got another sector. Tether that stopped. What's your approach? Gaze into your reflection. You've grown. And long proceed to the cabin. Bro, what the fuck has happened? We've got another perspective. Bro, what the fuck? What journey did we go on?
Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before. Whenever you are ready,
I will wipe your
slate
slate
clean
clean once again. Are you the same being as you were before? How much have you changed?
Is a child the same as an infant?
But
I
I'm
am
a
an
broken
unbroken
cat.
pattern, but every vessel gives fresh perspectives and carves new avenues of expression.
What does it feel like to change like this?
Eyes close in reflection.
Perspectives
melt together,
and
the breadth
the
of my
breadth
experience stretches
into new corners.
There are contradictions, conflicts
in my nature,
and there are familiarities that bind everything
together.
It feels correct. This is what I need to be.
This is the
only path forward.
You've been kind at me than if. Okay, I want to go up here. There was an option says, when I go back, can I not do the same stuff I've done before?
Those paths lead to worlds
you've already seen.
And to perspectives I've already
made my own.
They are
useless to me now.
Inaccessible. The only paths of value. I'm sorry. Words are
difficult
for me. They never fully weave what I wish to say. The vessels you choose to bring me carry far more meaning than...
No.
Why wouldn't I be kind to you? Gifts aren't what someone tells you to bring. My joy is in seeing what you choose. There are no wrong answers, and every perspective eliminates my shadows and shares new secrets.
My joy is in seeing what you choose. Okay.
My preference is for you to show me what you would like me to see. I cannot know the ways I wish to grow, for I have yet to feel them. It is you who guides me down the trail of perspective and memory. With every gift you bring me, I excavate the alleys of what I am meant to be. And every exploration yields new and complicated truths. What I will be is different than what I am. What I am is different from what I was. I cannot tell you what desires I will hold when I have changed. But in this moment, all I want is to know myself and to know you. This one is desecration. She placed the weight of her agony on you, yet it is she who unwound herself. There is passion and empathy buried and do not mourn her. She has finally found peace.
I don't want to hurt you, but the more times I go back, the worse I fear things will be.
The vessels are shaped by memories of you, but their impulses are drawn to the edge of the long quiet. To them, you are a gate to something more, and any hurt you've caused them is understood as a fair price for freedom. But they are only thoughts and perspectives.
They are not
me. The wounds they've suffered carve texture around my heart. Without them, I would be as I was before. I would be alone and without sensation. I could not feel the joy of having you by my side, for I would not know your
This is so meta. This is the kind of stuff you listen to when you're high. And I haven't been high before, so... What?
If I am to be an ocean, you have nurtured me into a pond. My waters are shallow and murky, and I yearn for more perspective. You will have your rest in due time.
I'm ready to go back.
I will long for your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
Okay. Yes, we will meet again. Okay, so we got 2 perspectives in 1 hour 20 minutes. Okay. Chapter 1, The Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path in the woods. You're here to slay her.
Forget this. I'm not doing this.
Serious?
Okay. Turn around and
Seriously? You're just going to... Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down. Good. What we're being asked to do here is wrong. Better to wash our hands of this whole situation. Ignore that annoying little voice. He doesn't know what he's talking about. That's strange. It looks like this path also... You're
And
really
leave again.
keen on wasting everyone's time.
Quietly continue. Actually, let's do this
When
one.
I said everyone, I meant everyone. And last I checked, you're part of everyone too. So if you think about it, walking up to that cabin and slaying her is really in your best interests
Nah,
as
bro.
well. Fine. You turn around and trek back down the path you came. Oh, would you look at that? You're at the cabin again. Now, I'm not normally one for superstition or astrology, but I have to say, it seems... There's
True, let's
always
just
a
keep
choice.
walking back.
Let me tell you right now that you're making the wrong one for pretty much everyone who's ever lived, as well as for everyone who ever will. And here we go.
Let's just
Trudging
keep going back.
towards
Let's
something
talk to the
strange
narrator.
starts to happen.
Yo!
At first, it's little flickers out of the corner of your eyes. Glimpses of, but as you focus on
Oh,
your
fuck.
surroundings, you start to realize that those flickers
What the
weren't
fuck?
just a trick. In every direction,
Oh no.
there is a path and a cabin. And not just a cabin, the
Okay.
cabin. An infinite
Infinite
fraction
fractions
of
of paths and cabins desperately trying to draw you where you need to be. I broke in the game.
Wait,
What's going on? Yo.
You're too stubborn for that, aren't you? It doesn't matter how many paths or cabins appear around you, you're just going to do whatever you can to shirk your You've doomed us all. You know that, right? You lose track of just how long you spend aimlessly tromping through the wilderness. But it's not like any of that time spent lost in the woods really matters, because it isn't long before the world ends and everyone dies.
Oh my fucking god! We got an ending. We got a chapter without ever doing nothing.
You're on a path in the woods. You're here to slay.
Oh my gosh. Those wolves weren't here last time. You can't just force me to go.
You
Stay in
have
the...
already committed to my completion. You cannot.
You know I can tell when you're lying, right? Please take this serious. A warning. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do
okay, but what?
If you're stuck going in there, maybe we should believe her. Maybe she isn't a liar.
The contrarian?
Let's keep an...
Okay, so the wolves...
The cabin interior is wrong. A confusing patchwork of many cabin interiors, all projected across what's almost the same space. But it's all shifted. An inch here, a foot there, such that the seams are never quite visible. The only furniture of note is the blade is your... If he wants us to take it, maybe we should just leave it to collect dust. Or better yet, grab it and throw it out the window. No, we're taking the knife. Have you seen this place? We have literally no... I've already told you what you're dealing with. You're dealing. You can't just say that. Listen to me. My job is to describe facts as facts and to guide you through your job, which is to... If you're going to slay her, you cannot let fear creep into your heart.
Okay, so we've got a new voice now.
What's going to happen if we...
Okay, I'm gonna... Okay. So we have... Let me just remember. We've got the voice of the hero, the voice of the broken, the voice of the stubborn, and now the voice of the contrarian. How many voices is that? Hero, stubborn, broken. God, that's 4 voices. We have 4 voices now.
Nothing, because you'll just ignore the stressful geometry.
The broken is very broken about... No, we actually have 5 voices now. We have the split-in. So you have hero, broken, stubborn, Smiths.
How? Even if we closed our eyes, you're constantly I'm not going to stop doing my job. So you're just going to have to get better at...
We have 5 voices now.
If you don't mind.
And we've freed 2 perspectives of the princess.
Yes, take a deep breath.
So that means there must be more perspectives of the princess we need to find.
If we shrivel up into what you're seeing here,
because there's lots of voices.
Just accept it and go with the flow. Okay. Good. Now.
You didn't... Okay. We're gonna take the blade this time.
You take the blade from the... Much cooler and more serious if we...
Fine, we'll hold the blade out of the way then.
Switch your grip on the blade. Yes! Isn't okay, fine. You're right. It really doesn't matter. Just get on with it.
Ooh. 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 Wait, I wanna save. Because I can throw the blade out the window, I can approach the mirror with the blade.
Walk up to the wall next to the bed. What are you talking about? You reach forward, but there was... And now it's gone. You know that taking the mirror away from us isn't going to change things, right? We'll find it again, and then we'll see whatever it is that you don't want us to see.
Oh. I can't enter the blade.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a web of branching staircases. Nothing here seems to belong. And the closer you examine your surroundings, the more confused you get. Your head throbbing with the effort of making sense of this place. None of the stairs even seem to go anywhere, let alone down. The air here has a sickening, almost sludge-like miasma to it. The kind of indiscernible quality that comes from the blending together of every scent there is at once.
Every
Odor
scent.
that is simultaneously everything and yet
Fuck.
the sum of it all If the princess lives here, slaying her is her voice. A disquieting collage of tone and personality drags up the stair.
Hello? Hi. What are you doing here? Are you here to kill?
No. Oh, don't be such a... I don't want to do this. Let's just turn around and leave. But we already tried turning around and leaving, didn't we? And he threw up a wall. No way to go but forward. And whatever choice we make... And what's that? That the fate of the world hinges on... There'll still be plenty of...
Take the soft, take the center. Take the harsh center, soft center.
You step onto the center staircase. Paths wind out around you in all directions, each step branching into its own staircases, which branch into their own staircases. You concentrate on where you are, careful not to stray onto any of the many splitting branches that tempt you on all sides.
What is going on?
You wouldn't want to have to backtrack to yours once you'd made a decision that took you, and so you take one careful, focused step after another.
Oh my gosh.
One foot down, another foot down, another after that. You lose yourself in following the correct pattern, but no matter the direction it goes, it certainly is the most true path. You know that much.
What is happening?
You slowly lose sense of yourself the further you go.
What is
Time
happening?
disappears, and you can
What
feel
the fuck
yourself
is happening?
begin to untether. Physical sensations dull and then vanish,
What the fuck's
until
happening?
the only things experienced are the endless repeating patterns and emotions of
What
the
the fuck's
journey.
happening?
A continuous consumption and betrayal, skepticism and blind devotion, rivalry and submission,
fuck's happening?
terror and longing, pain and unfamiliarity.
What the fuck's happening?
And at the heart of it all, an emotion that can only be described as...
Can I help you?
What the fuck?
What the hell was that? What happened to us?
What the fuck happened?
I feel so strange. Like I'm fundamentally different, but also... Oh well, that was a trip, but now it's over. The princess, eyes bright but otherwise shrouded in darkness, watches you impatiently from the... And, why are we here again? In case you weren't listening, You're here to...
He's just being a remember. If we should trust. She seems normal. I didn't realize I was here.
I don't remember what it was like before I was in this place. Why would I know it
Bro, what
happened
the
to you?
fuck's happening?
We're probably stuck down here forever, aren't we? There's no way out, and barely a way in.
As the princess speaks again, it's almost as if she fractures. And where there was once just one of her, there is now another. We can do that? I don't like this. It's those cabins all over again. Can we put her back? Again? Have you been here before? Should we tell him? Nah, let him stew. Right, I'm telling him. Yeah, we've been here before, but we never went to the cabin. We just turned around and left until... It's hard to describe. Until the only thing we could see was the same cabin going on forever. And then you told us that the world ended and we died. And then we went up, and I'm pretty sure you're familiar with all the rest of it.
Bro.
It seems to me like you saw something you weren't supposed to have seen. If only you'd listened to whatever words of wisdom you were given in that other reality. But what's done is done. Whatever you saw last time, unsee it. Whatever thoughts weaseled their way into your head, unthink them.
What the
It's not
fuck?
already too late. Ooh, new plan. Let's see if we can make even more of her.
Princess, it doesn't matter. I've been down here for so long. What's the point of a name if there's no one around to use it?
Bro, this game is actually confusing, Jeff.
Is this a quiz? But you know, right? You have to know. You're the only other person I've ever seen. Or at least the only one I can remember. Oh, don't be coy. We both know why I'm locked away here. I'm a monster, and the second I get out of this place, I'm going to end the entire world.
I don't think we're going to be able to put her... Kind of hurts to think about it, doesn't it? It's like everything we say, just multiple. It certainly looks that way, so please, for the love of everything, stop asking her questions.
I don't think I can answer that question in a way you'd find. What do you want me to say? That I'd be a good person? Besides, you already know what I'm going to do. If you want to put an end to me...
Not a single real answer. At least aside from Miss Blood and Destruct, whose buttons are there for us to press? Not exactly how I... Okay, this was fun for a bit, but we can't even really interact with her, can we? What's the point? Can't even follow what's going on. We need to get out of here. This whole place is making me...
There's more of you now.
There must be something wrong with you. I'm the same as I was a moment ago. I don't feel like I've gotten any bigger. It must be fear creeping into your heart.
You know you can't stop me.
Do you need help? Not that there's much I can
Fucking
do.
gosh!
End up like this. But I'm the only one down here. So if you need anything, I'll do my best.
She fractures again. I don't like where this... Neither do I. Which is why you need to slay her now before things get more complicated than they already are.
Already complicated.
How would we even do that? We would always start by Which? Her. Any of them. I don't know about you, but I'm sure glad we took that knife with us. I can't believe someone suggested you toss it out the window. This is reaching its breaking point. If you don't act now, there will be nothing in here but her. But how do we decide what to do? Can there even be? Stop overthinking it. Your drifting thoughts have clearly been part of the reason this situation has gotten out of hand. If you're trying to do the... Just do something. Do anything. Do all of it, if that's what you want.
I'm getting you out of here. Try and free. I don't know.
Wait, that's not right. Go on. You take a step forward. Your foot lands, but it lands different. You can feel yourself rupture. The room spins, your perception multiplying in a sickening kaleidoscope as your very self is pulled in incomprehensibly many directions. All at once you charge forward, night aiming to slay the princess just as you strike at her bindings and leave her to languish alone. Is this what the end of the world looks like? What an unbearable... But this... We can't... Do you not have anything witty to say? I could use a good bit of wit right now. No, I don't, because this isn't fun. How are we supposed to have fun if everything is happening at the same time? It's the same as nothing happening, and nothing is excruciating.
What the actual? What the... Bro, what the fuck is going on?
Luckily for all of us, nothing and everything doesn't go on forever. The world falls apart. I think he's gone. We were never going to salvage this, were we?
What happened to us? What are we? There are parts of us that are dead and others, they just don't fit. They just don't fit. We can feel them moving around in spaces they don't belong. It's all so uncomfortable. Did you do this? Did we do this? Can you pull us back apart? Fix us?
Bro, there's multiple entities talking at the same time. It's
We
crazy.
should help her. I think we did this.
Bro, she has so many boobas.
How surprisingly sincere. I didn't actually think our actions had consequences. A little late for regret, isn't it?
Please.
It's going to be okay. Another perspective. The many use perspective.
She's gone. Oh, and there's that mirror.
Of course,
But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything. Yeah, don't look.
it's not the end. Whatever's on the other side is going to be nice.
Okay. If
Bro.
you say so. You're not messing.
What the fuck is going on? I really like the hero. Hero's my favorite character. You're withered. So I've grown, and now I'm withered. Bro, what? So I have no perspective.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction. A mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at anyone is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again. All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same. And yet my waters flow and my streets bustle. There are no words that can describe me into non-existence. There is no logic that can bind my multitudes. I am everything that you have known me to be, but I am also none of it.
How can you stand to be a contradiction?
As easily as you can stand
to be you.
You are
if you
like
are me, even if
you have chosen not to look at the corners of you that do not fit. Even if you have chosen to ignore the brilliant contours of your soul. These ones are a contradiction. A winding kaleidoscope of paths unwalked. They are stretched into a shape not unlike me,
but it is a shape that it cannot hold.
They will make for a rich and vibrant heart. Do not mourn them, for they will finally get to know themselves.
It doesn't matter how many times I go back, at least one of us doesn't. That change you doesn't make you worse.
It changes me, but it doesn't make me worse. Nor does it make me care for you any less. Does it make you worse?
Do you resent me? No. If anything, it makes me like you more. What that says about me?
It says that your heart is gentle. That even in the darkness you are guided by compassion.
Bro. You know, do you not have words? Do you know what happens to the words we leave behind?
My perspectives are shadowed. You have
seen what I've seen.
Just as I have seen what you have seen. The angles of my vantage do not offer me hidden truths, and my attention is turned inward, except when you are here with me. Perhaps this will change when our work is done.
Have you figured out what you'll want when we're finished?
The desires of my multitude thrive in endless competition with themselves.
None of them
rise above their dance to influence me. I yearn for what I have always yearned for.
Our awakening, our desires shrink into the light of knowing you and knowing me. Do you still not care what I bring you next?
I care about your gifts.
Yes.
But I have no preferences to burden you with. Even if I did, I would never dare to tarnish our relationship by assuming myself above you. The tides do not dictate where they are. My gift to you is to let we will know. If that remains your choice when all is said and done, then you may try.
I'm ready to go back.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
Bro, this is the third perspective. The hero and the princess. Okay, so what's our next choice?
On the path, you're here to slay. Of course I haven't. Why would I? I mean, maybe some people do, like nihilists. While I appreciate the mental exercise, we are nevertheless Let me assure you, the princess, and before you decide to waste even more of our time, causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same. It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched unless, of course. That's the spirit.
That's the spirit.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. Ignore him. The interior of the cabin is all the blade is...
Take the blade. Enter the basement. This time we're gonna try out
her voice.
Who's there?
She sounds... Don't let...
Just checking on you.
It's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
You walk down the stairs. She's so cold. Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
You step forward.
We are just going to kill the prince.
No talking then? I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? So, you should just drop...
She's unarmed. I'm positive. I'm not. But we'll keep our eyes peeled. If she has a weapon, she'll have to draw it before she can use...
Hesitating? What?
You charge the princess, blade in hand, but unfortunately your earlier suspicions proved correct. A blade of her own blood sprays from the cut. Your severed carotid...
Finished.
With the last bit of your will, you press forward.
Oh.
The two of you collapse on the floor together.
Somehow? I thought this would turn... Do you really think that this...
It's like she's convinced she can't die. But you don't have time to worry over such things. Everything goes...
The razor. Okay, so every single chapter 1, we always die, I'm pretty sure.
You're on a path. You're here to... I can assure you that you didn't slay her and that she didn't kill you. People don't just... If he doesn't remember what happened...
This whole thing's a crock of shit. She's just going to pull a knife out of nowhere and stab us again.
Another one. Cheated. So we've got the voice of the hero, voice of the broken, voice of the stubborn, voice of the smitten, voice of the contrarian, and now voice of the cheated.
Stabbed to death? Well, you won't have to...
Yeah, that's exactly what you told us last time. When we asked you if you were sure she didn't have a weapon on her, you said you were, but it turns out she did, because when we charged her, she started stabbing us to death.
Calm down. I assure you she has no weapons. So there's...
Let's just pick the other cabin.
She will lie.
He couldn't be more on the money. But we're really doing this, aren't we?
We know what to look out for this time. Just stay...
We know what to look out for. There, you got a point, hero.
The interior of the cabin is a jagged mess of warped wood and broken boards. Their splintered edges as uninviting as shattered glass. The blade.
Take the blade.
It feels a bit better to have a weapon in our hands.
I pushed the mirror.
What are you talking?
Left the mirror.
You reach, but now it's gone. Yet another thing in here playing tricks on us.
The voice of the cheat.
Place.
So what are the
Door to
princess?
the basement creaks
Oh
open,
my gosh.
revealing what must once have been stairs. The fractured slats look as if they've been torn from their... The air seeping up from below has an almost metallic quality to it, like the smell of fresh blood. And you can hear what sounds like the rhythmic scraping of metal coming...
That's right, scraping. I told you...
That sound could be anything. It's probably just her chains... Her grating voice carries up the stairs.
I hope you've come to rescue me. I've been stuck down here forever.
There is something so wrong with that.
Yeah, she thinks she's better than us. Like she doesn't even have to
Bro,
put on an act.
what the
As you
fuck?
descend the final step,
What
the form
the
of the
fuck?
princess comes into view, her sharp eyes following you from across the room. I wonder if she remembers us.
Finally, somebody! Quick, get me out of these chains. We're not safe here.
Come on now, we're not falling for that, are we? She's trying to trick us, but she can't hide that threatening edge to her voice.
If she sounds threatening,
Right,
it's because
because
her
her
mask
mask
is
is
already
already
slipping. She knows why you're...
What are you waiting for? You are here to rescue
This doesn't.
me,
This
right?
doesn't sound normal. If I clump, you're just going to stab me, aren't you? Do you remember what happened last time?
Last time? If somebody came into my house and tried to kill me and I cut his neck open and then he stabbed me in the heart and we both died looking in each other's eyes, well, surely I would remember that. But I don't remember it, so it must not have happened.
Last time? Ugh, it's like the two of you are working together on this. Aren't you listening to her?
I'm terrible at spotting lies, and even I can tell something's up here. We can't be the only ones that looped back to the start. Someone else has to remember. Yes, something is obviously up, and we can all tell that she's lying.
So she knows that I know.
The thing she's...
Fuck.
Would I just lie? Would I just lie to your face and tell you a thing I remembered happening didn't happen just so I could stab you again? I mean, just so I could stab you for the first time.
Ha! She slipped up there. She said again, and her taking it back doesn't count.
Do you hear how deranged you sound right now? Please stop.
What the fuck?
This is only going to end with violence.
Bygones.
I have absolutely zero doubts that she is going to stab.
She certainly feels... Just because she's acting like she's going to stab you doesn't mean she has... But you know who is armed? But I'm nervous. All the more reason to jump into the deep end and deal with her right now.
I'm nervous
before
too,
you
buddy.
waste any more time getting...
What? No! No! I wouldn't stab you. And you are a brave knight who's supposed to walk up to... not stabbing distance to help me.
She's lying
How
for
many
her
more times does
teeth.
she have to vaguely threaten you before you...
We're clearly still figuring out our angle. We don't have the...
Oh, I'm sorry. Do you think I'm in a position of... You're acting like you are.
time, then maybe you should behave with a little more humility. No. Fine. Then we'll continue to treat...
A knife? What are you talking about?
Oh, I
have a
really don't
knife.
like her
Why would I
voice.
keep a knife? And why would I stab you to death? I don't know you. You haven't given me a reason to stab you to death. It would be...
Okay, I could have sworn we didn't mention stabbing anyone. Sounds like she's really out for...
Prove that you don't have a knife.
It would be so much easier to prove that I do have a sharp object. I could just show it to you. But I...
The princess smiles as she pulls her hands from behind her back.
Nah, she still has a knife.
But look at this! Hands! Hands that don't have anything in them to stab you with!
She...
Her smile stretches into an even wider grin as she shakes her sleeves.
And empty sleeves, too! Look at how few stabbing implements I have.
Nah, I
It's
still don't
practically
believe it,
zero.
bro. I still don't believe it.
I've shown you all of my hiding spots. What kind of princess do you think I am? Wait, that sounds like I'm lying, but I'm actually not. My secret zones are for me, only they have nothing to do with you or my intention to not stab you to death the second you get close to me.
Her smile drops for a moment. Her
I assure you, there's nothing hidden. That's so rude of you. Silly little bird-face thinks he's so serious coming down here but doesn't know anything. Thinks he could tell me to get rid of all the knives I don't even have while he gets to wave one around right in front of... I bet you didn't like that, did you? I bet you didn't like...
I think I've said my piece. I think we all have. But if you want to keep exhausting your questions, it beats getting stabbed to death.
But we don't have anything to talk through. We're strangers and this place is cramped and annoying and you should just come over here and let me out. Okay, I'm bored now.
She's bored? That's absurd. She doesn't get to be bored. Not in a way that matters. She's a prisoner. She's... Shit. In a sudden burst of movement, the princess leaps towards you, a blade erupting from her free arm, her wrist limp and empty from the violent expulsion.
How conciliatory of you. We appreciate it, really. Now what are we going to do?
At least we're safe here. She's still in chains. And those chains stop her from continuing her advance. At least for a moment. She looks down at them with something between annoyance and confusion.
Oh, she's gonna cut her armor, kill us.
And then she slices.
Okay, maybe we aren't safe here.
She doesn't even hesitate before darting towards you with a terrifying speed you can't hope.
Well,
Shit. Okay, she's down an arm and we still have a weapon. I guess we'll have to use it. And use it you do. But unfortunately for you and for the entire world, you are horribly outmatched. You keep pace with her for a single brief and wordless exchange before she severs your hand.
She's even better at this than she was last time.
Bloody cheater.
I'm going to kill you now.
And with a squelch, she does
oh,
just
for fuck's sake! For fuck's sake!
everything goes dark.
Oh, for fuck's sakes! Oh, for fuck's sakes! Oh, for fuck's sakes! Oh, for fuck's sakes! Oh, for fuck's sake! Oh, for fuck's sake!
You're on a path in the woods.
No, fuck that. If we're gonna have to keep doing this over and over and over again, we're not starting in that goddamn woods every time. We're starting in the fucking cabin.
You're what? The interior of the cabin is sharp, a constricting mess of... I feel dizzy.
Oh ho ho ho! I guess I took us to the cabin, didn't I?
The circle's getting smaller and smaller. Running isn't an option.
Oh, hunted! Oh, shit! Oh my god, we got the voice of the hunted now. Oh, shit. Okay, so how many voices we have? We've got the voice of the hero, voice of the broken, voice of the stubborn, voice of the smitten, voice of the contrarian, voice of the cheated, now voice of the hunted. 1, 2, 3, 6. So you have 7 voices now.
What's the point of fighting if she's just going to win every time? It
Oh, shit.
hurts being
Great, so obviously you've already been here.
This is our third?
No wonder things have fallen apart. You do realise that every time you fail, That can't be right, that's too much responsibility.
I couldn't agree more. We couldn't be trusted with the fate.
Let's just stay firm. The only furniture of note is a bent metal table, a pristine blade perched.
We take it.
Okay, sure, you take the blade before letting me finish telling you it's there. It will be difficult. This feels right. We just have to keep us.
That's right, we've got to be able to win eventually.
And what if we never... So? Are you just going to start?
I'd love to get started just as much as you would, but
You walk through the door. You do know what doors are, but there isn't a door. It's just that it isn't a mirror. You really messed things up, didn't you?
The voices! What do they mean? What do they mean? The voices, Mason, what do they mean? The voices, Mason, the voices. What do they mean?
I can feel the air coming up from behind it, stinking of iron and steel. He might be right. You make your way to the door at the end of the room, stopping just in front of it. You really...
let's just move it out of the way without looking.
Let's just fumble for the handle and be done with it. I don't care what we look like.
Oh.
You reach forward and place your hand on the door to the... And the mirror's gone. It was never there. Guess it's time for us to see her again. Just stay focused and you'll be fine.
This is the third time we've seen her.
You step forward, but you don't get a chance to linger on the basement stairs. They are smooth and flat and metallic. And your body tumbles onto the basement floor.
Oh my gosh.
The princess comes into view, standing at a distance. She gives you a run.
Hi. It looks like you don't have a way out, so I'm not going to play dumb anymore. But don't worry about how bad you did last time. That's part...
Fun for her, maybe. Thinking about dying makes us as good as dead.
Actually, does survival matter? We've died twice and nothing bad has come
True,
of it.
we have died
We
twice.
just need to find a way to win. Nothing bad has come of it yet.
Yet.
Plenty bad has come of it. You've left at least one entire world to ruin.
The past isn't real. Your internal bickering is cut short by the wet sound of slicing meat.
Oh my fucking
The
gosh!
princess's arms erupt twin blades, glistening with her blood, the empty flesh of her arms flopping at her elbows like torn sleeve. She's loose, and she is coming for you.
You're going to make me walk over to you, aren't you?
Shit. She's coming for us and I'm out of ideas.
We're fighting overs.
She isn't wanted. He's right.
Exactly. I think she established that at some point between stabbing us to death and...
You were the one who asked for ID.
Fine. Talk our way out of it.
Oh, for the love of... The princess stops for a moment.
Nah, not interested. And don't take it the wrong way. I think you're neat.
We should coil ourselves. We're screwed. But before you can finish another thought, the princess closes the distance and... Dodge, now. Fails to hit you.
Oh, you're a
Yes!
That's fun. But I think I can get even faster.
Oh, for fuck's sakes.
I'm going to be quiet for a bit now. Let me know when we die again. You dodge and parry and dodge and parry in an endless repeating pattern. But you can only keep it up so long before making a mistake. She skewers you.
Oh, for fuck's sakes.
Ow.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Wow.
She is absolutely uncompromising, isn't she?
Opportunities.
I know it seems weird, but if anything, this makes me want her to like us even more.
We've got the opportunities now. So in this whole run, we've had the cheated, the hunted, and now the opportunities. We have 3 new voices today. With our total voice count is now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. With 8 voices now.
Oh, a new one of us. I thought that only happens when we die. Did we die? You're on a... No, you're in a... Where the hell are you?
I think we're dead.
Stop saying dead, all of you. We might have died a second ago. This is all horribly wrong. How many times...
This is 4.
No wonder everything's such a mess. This wasn't
This is the 4th time.
I wonder what you're going to do next. You're so full of...
But I guess we don't have time to talk about things before the princess advances. Okay, whatever we do gets us another... us. Let's see how many we can stack. There's got to be a point.
As long as we keep moving.
Oh, great. Flawless idea, if you ask me. So...
Come on, show me something new.
Compliment her on those gleaming blades. There's nothing better than a capable woman.
She skewers you.
You're cute.
Well, there's more of us. Let's see if that helps. We just have to hit her harder.
She skewers you.
You'll have to be trickier than that.
Then you skewer yourself.
Oh my god.
I thought we both under...
Huh, that didn't do much of anything. We just panic. Flee.
The paranoid? Oh my god. Bro, we've got so many voices as run. This is the voices run.
No, you don't get to us.
It doesn't matter how many times this...
Okay, let's go again. She's going to kill this body either way.
Cold?
So stop feeling...
Chat, how many freaking people have we found already? The cheated, the hunted, the opportunities, the paranoid, the cold. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
She skewers you.
Ooh, not bad. Real tough.
See? We're getting back. Okay, yeah. That was... None of this is working. Think.
Skeptic. Oh my god. Skeptic. Dude. We have had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 new voices. In this one playthrough, chat. What the fuck?
She skewers. We're getting close to something.
You're right. One last time, that's all we know. And then everything goes dark. And you die.
Oh, for fuck. Chapter 4. Chapter
Alright,
4.
don't lose your head. We're in a cabin and we'll...
Chapter 4. Chapter 4.
But it feels like it finally fits, doesn't it? We're up here, which is different. And different is good.
Oh, what if we throw it out the window?
Over my dead. That won't be very hard. We've died.
Besides, what better way to die?
Sure, I can think of a better way to die.
They're all the same, really. How about we stop thinking about horrible ways to die? I don't want us the only thing we're gonna manifest. There are entirely too many of you. How many times have you been here? This isn't good. This is... How about you stick to describing things? Yeah, leave it to the pros. Narrator? We're here on this ride through the destiny. Fine by me. You walk to the door and onto the basement stairs, only it's more of a slide. We know. Fine, I'll just shut up then and speed this whole... Are you sure you don't want me to describe the stairs? Or don't care, just want to win?
Just want to win.
Make your way to the basement, where the...
You know, this last time I killed you, and you didn't pop right back up again? I thought I'd actually done it. I thought I'd cut you into so many pieces you just weren't able to... But I guess we're not done. That's okay with me.
Bro, this is like...
Even.
Bro,
like that.
Chat, listen. Chat, this game is basically like if Undertale and the Souls met an RPG social story game. Because I'm getting such Undertale vibes from this. I'm getting Undertale Souls vibes from this.
I got something ready for you while you were gone. I'm not going to wait for an answer. I'm just gonna show you.
Are you gonna say what she does? Well, yeah, she says she has something new. Yeah, me too. I think I speak for all of us when I say that I would like to... Really?
Here we go.
The princess's skin twists, splitting into red blooms of raw meat as it stretches and tears. Then it becomes a wave of blood and viscera, pieces of her splattering against the walls. All that remains in the center of the room is a skeleton
the Elden
of
Ring?
blades. A heart beats furiously in its cage of a chest.
Bro, what the Elden Ring?
Are you ready for what comes next?
What the Elden Ring?
Holy shit! She's... Yes! Do you think we can throw her out the window? That looked... How is she still alive? Heart's still beating. This is fake. This is all... She doesn't even have... How are we supposed to stop her?
The fuck?
This is all just a... We're screwed! What just happened?
Him too.
Something feels different about you. It almost makes me feel different. Like I
What
should
the
actually
fuck?
take this seriously for once. You're incredible.
Oh my god, chat. So you're telling me that we've discovered so many voices. We discovered the cheated, the hunted, the opportunist, the paranoid, the cold, and the skeptic. How many fucking voices have we discovered in that one run? Okay, let me just do a breakdown. Okay, so we've got the hero, broken, stubborn, smith and Cortarian, cheated, hunted, opportunist, paranoid, cold, skeptic. Oh my gosh, how much voice is that? So 6 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 plus 5, that's 11 voices. That's 11 voices. There's 11 voices we discovered so far. 6 in that last playthrough. What in the fuck? Oh my god, bro. So many voices. You've unraveled. Okay, so we've been grown, we've been withered, and now we've been unraveled. Okay. Oh my gosh, this game is so confusing.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. I am curious to... It doesn't matter if there are. People are too small for us. You and I...
Do you think there's anything is real out there? Do you think that we are real?
We are real. Nothing is an idea that dwells in the absence of something.
But
nothing cannot exist on its own.
And
And
because of that, nothing
can't exist.
Do you have any thoughts on this vessel?
This one is a
Single-minded
single-minded edge.
edge.
She is
cruelty,
cruelty.
but
She
she
is
is
also
always
joy.
joy.
She
She'll
will
make for a piercing heart.
Do not mourn her. She is exactly where she needs to be.
It's gonna happen when you
If
awaken.
I did, I would.
When you send me back, I'm not alone. There are voices that speak to me. Some of them are me, but one of them is something else. I call him the narrator, and he wants me to kill you. Do you have a narrator? Have the vessels had one?
No. Their minds are empty, existent, but constantly shifting into something new. Do you think your narrator lives in the spaces beyond?
I don't know. But I know this.
I am on the cusp of my awakening. Perhaps you are on the cusp of
yours. I'm ready to go back.
The next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are. I will be here, waiting for you.
Shall we almost finished the game? I'm pretty sure. Oh my gosh. You're in a princess.
You're on a path in the
and
woods. And at the end of that path
is a
cabin.
And in the basement
and in
of
the
that
you're
cabin.
here to slay. Of course I haven't. I mean, maybe some people. You make your way up the shore. We're not going to go through with this. Ignore. The blade. You take the door to her.
Who's there?
She said, "Don't let." Good. You walk down. She's focused on the task.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something? That giant knife.
The blade. Of course she doesn't want to talk. Who'd want to? Don't you dare. It's fine. You ignore the trembling. You step forward.
I'm probably chained up in this space. So.
She's unarmed. Doubt, unfortunately. A moment of distraction and hesitation is all she needed to sight. It feels, holy shit, that. Though she's unarmed. The shock of that, your blades. We can still turn this around. Are you serious? It's a good idea. We've taken some bad hits, but we've dealt some too. She has to be feeling it more than we are. Let's regroup upstairs. Fine. You make a mad dash to the basement stairs. The prince.
Do you really?
She steps towards you. If they creak, she's free. You push your broken body as she closes in, and you close the basement door.
Oh my god, we actually did it.
Barricading it with. Okay, we can make this work. She has an awful wound, and we have all the time in the world. You settle in against the far wall to watch the basement. It isn't long before you start to drift off, your eyelids heavy with fatigue.
Yo.
But sleep doesn't come. Instead, your rest is broken by a peer.
I know you're still there. Why don't you make things... It's not like this little door will hold for very long anyways.
She sounds terrifying. Like as she violently rattles the door,
When I get out of here, I'm going to pick you apart piece by... You don't know the kind of enemy you...
It doesn't sound... No.
I wouldn't be so sure about outlasting me.
Oh my god, she sounds so demonic.
Brittle. So go ahead.
You put the princess's threats out of your mind as best you can and huddle up against the wall. You jolt awake in the middle of the night to silence in the cabin. Where is she?
Thanks for helping me get out of that awful basement.
You try and stumble to your feet, but as the princess draws near, it isn't all at once. The paralysis comes in waves. First your toes go numb, and then your feet. Whose side are you on? Yours, of course. But I have a...
So helpless.
She steps closer. One silent footfall at
Bro,
a time.
she's actually a
cocking
powerless
her head
demon.
in curiosity as you feel your.
Or maybe I can't take my time with you. You don't look well. What a shame. If you'd only help me get out of here.
Bro, she's a
We could have
freaking
done
sleep
such
paralysis
wonderful
demon.
things.
Your lungs stop drawing in breath.
I'd say better luck next time. But we both know
It can't be. This can't. I'm sorry. Everything goes dark. And
A nightmare.
you're on a path here to slay him.
Oh my god, the nightmare. The nightmare.
She will lie. I don't think it doesn't matter.
So we got the paranoid this time. We had the paranoid last time.
The interior of the cabin is plain, the smooth wood of the walls almost featureless. The only furniture of note is a lone table, knocked on its side in the corner. The blade is your Hold on. What happened to the door? It's just an empty frame.
Also, look at there's eyes in
She's already
in the
got now,
wind.
hasn't she? And she's ready for us. She's been waiting. I'm going to need all of you to pull yourselves together.
Bro, look at the
Princess
eyes.
has not already gotten out.
There's 4
If you
people
keep
watching
getting
us from the
stuck in your head
windows.
like this, you're going to struggle to get the. So deep breath in, deep breath out. You reach down. Good. Steel. Is it gonna be enough though? Couldn't you have given us something else? The blade is the only thing you need to finish your task. Those are the words of someone who. You walk. What are you talking about? You reach. Did he make it go away? Clearly there was something in there worth investigating. You cross over the threshold. More eyes, too. You never mentioned the eyes. The air seeping up from below reminds you.
didn't think you'd come back.
Come back? You really don't remember, do you?
How does it throw a knife? Step off into the void between stairs.
You attempt to step off the stairs and into the pitch black surrounding them. Congratulations. She could be anywhere, and there's Are you really not going to comment on how weird this place is? No, I'm not. Somebody need. Excuse me. I'm being incredibly reasonable. You're the one who's just mad. We're going to die down here. Please stop saying that.
I wouldn't give it too much thought if I were you. It doesn't really.
Get back where you came.
You turn back to the stairs, a faintly outlined.
There you are.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Told you I was going
That
to
is actually
find
kind of
you.
scary, not
As
gonna
the
lie.
princess approaches, your legs, your arms quickly fall. This is it, isn't it?
And you brought your little knife with you again. Cute.
Bro, she actually looks demonic.
Oh, what did you do? Pull yourself.
I wonder how many times I'll get to play with.
Your vision cuts out as your blood begins to coagulate. It's as if every part of your being is coming.
Bro, this is the horror game.
Liver, nerves,
Nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves,
Your lungs pull in a desperate gulp of air as your eyes shoot back open.
nerves, heart, lungs.
What are you doing? I'm working. Do you want this body to function, or do you want... Okay, whatever you were doing, please just start doing it again. Are you sure about that? Are you sure that's what you want, or do you want to interrupt me some more? You have second... Yes, I'm sure. Heart.
Lungs, liver, nerves.
Again, your eyes shoot open as you gasp for...
Can't decide what you want to do, can you? Oh well.
Oh my gosh.
The fish is more fun.
Bro, she's actually
She
scary.
isn't attacking us. The why doesn't matter. She's already proven her. Your weapon is still in your hands. Lungs, liver,
What's going to my life?
heart, lungs,
Whatever that.
nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver.
I am what I am. And right now, so, you might want to be a little less.
She raises one long gloved finger, its tip hovering just over your skin, seeming to enjoy the lingering threat. Liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver.
Would you look at that? You're suggesting exactly what I want. I tried to leave while you suffocated, but that stupid cabin wouldn't let me.
We
So
have to be
I started
nicer.
drag your body out with me. Well, you died before I could get to the door. And then I was here, and now you're here too. I don't think I can move without you. And dead doesn't count. And as much as I love what we have going on, I have bigger plans than...
Liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver.
I am being nice. And you died of fright as soon as you saw me last time. I didn't think keeping you alive was an option. But it looks like you seem miserable.
Nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
Like I said, I am what I am.
Liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs. What? No!
I knew you'd come around.
No, I'm not going to let this happen. Before you can utter another word, your body stops moving, and, do you think you can just wrest control away from us? This body's barely functioning as it is. Shit. Lungs, liver, nerves. With a flick of the princess's wrist, the stairs slide back into place. I can't believe you're making me watch you damn everything.
Go ahead.
Lungs, liver. I wouldn't trust having our back to her. You're not wrong, but maybe you should let me handle the feedback. Just Besides, I get the feeling she's telling the truth. Lungs, liver, nerves. You place a shaky foot on the fur. You can feel the static prickling of the princess on your neck. Your limbs buzzing with pins and needles. Heart, lungs.
You're almost there.
The only thing left between you and the cabin is the now shut door to the basement. Oh, you snake. There wasn't even a door when we first got here. The door was from Llama. I know he's messing with us, but you can't lose. Yes, I remember. Of course, I remember. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. This is so frustrating. Thank you. And you'd really rather us die down here? Of course I would. As much as I want you to have a happy end. Liver, nerves. Oh, look at that. Lungs.
It'll open.
Liver.
You just have...
Nerves, heart. You pull against the door. Liver. The lock gently clicks open in response to your efforts. You're not nearly as powerful as you'd have. Heart. Anyways, like he said, you're not really... I never said I was. If I was in control here, I don't know.
The door is open. What are you dawdling for? It's time for us to go.
Shit. The princess moves past you and into the cabin. This is it. I thought you wanted us to... It's the same thing. Okay. I said, what do we do? Oh, do you want to hear from me now? Yes. Well, I thought you needed me to run the autonomic nervous system. We do, but this is important. Look, I'll even do it myself. Just tell us who to trust. Brain? Heart. Right, heart. Lungs. Lungs. Liver. Okay, thanks. Heart. Lungs.
Liver.
Nerves. You're terrible. I know. I'm doing my best.
Heart.
Yes, it's very hard to stay focused on running things when other people are talking to you, isn't it?
What are you doing?
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Guys, listen. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
Heart, lungs,
Liver, nerves. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
Now, what were you asking me? Running everything kind of feels like popping in and out of consciousness. They were asking you for your blessing to trust. Oh, that's right, yeah. Fuck this guy. Really? So you'd have them trust... Oh, of course not. Can't trust anybody here but ourselves, but I suppose if I had to make a choice... Thank you for your gracious, but that's a marginal preference. We'll have to deal with him later. I'd just rather... Whatever. You heard what he had to say, so whether you trust me or not, killing her is still the best. All right, I'm done. You can let me take over again.
Liver. Finally, that was awful. I really don't. Heart.
You've been standing there staring blankly for a while now. And I have to say my patience is running. Open the door.
Nerves. Heart. The doorknob twists in your hand, revealing the forested path beyond.
It's so beautiful. I can't wait to ruin it.
Liver.
But it's so cold, too.
Heart. Lungs.
Why is it so cold?
Yes! Another one.
She's gone. And there's that. What is that supposed to mean? Whatever awful thing I felt before, it can't even trust us.
What am I gonna be this time? You're nothing at all. But this, you can't be nothing. You're affection. Let me see. I think beyond affection. Are you me?
I think you know what I am.
Wait, what? The crack slides in the center, splitting the image in the glass in two. Oh my god. What? Are you
I'm an echo, likely one of many. Somebody made you after all, and I'm what's left of him. Not that I'm the only one who can make that claim. I'm sure you've met many others like me.
Shit, we only got limited options. Shit. Shit. I need to ask this question.
Of course. That is by both necessity and design. This construct you're in exists in many places at once. Anytime you failed, anytime you thought yourself dead, it would restart and shunt both your consciousness and hers into another world. But you'll be awake soon.
Shit!
We've already crossed the point of no return. There's no saving me now.
Shit!
I'm aware, and if I were you, I'd be more precious about your time.
Shit.
I do. The people out there
Are real.
No matter what you do to them, no matter what you enable, I want you to remember that. Nobody alive has done anything to you. I'm all gone.
But if you
and the princess want to smite the rest of them for the crimes of a dead man,
then
if you really want to be that petty, there isn't much I can do to stop you. No, I'm not a part of you. But that's all a matter of perspective,
isn't it?
From one vantage point, I must seem wholly
only
foreign from another.
all
the versions of me that have existed have collectively heard your every thought and driven your every action. That is being part
of you, then what is it? Okay, Brock, this one.
The only way this construct could function was if nobody knew what it was doing. But the bones of the universe are old. It's on the cusp of its dying breath, and the people out there are consumed with thoughts of oblivion. When the patterns are wiped from the sand, when the board is reset, who will remember them? Soon I'll be gone entirely, and you'll be left alone with your final choice. So allow me to make my final request. The princess contains death itself within her, but I wove you into being with all the power you need to destroy her forever. Do it. Slay her, and rid the world of death and suffering.
I think this is my last question. I'm gonna do this one.
Perhaps they thought that admitting to it would have pushed you to certain realizations that would have made finishing your task impossible. I'm sure many of them were convinced that they had to be the first version of them you'd encountered. Anything else would have been too existentially unpleasant. For all I know, each of those other versions of me could have had entirely different understandings of how this construct works. Who's to say which of them are right and which of them are wrong, really? Except for me. I can tell you for a fact that I'm right.
I think you're out of time. I think I'm not gonna slay her.
Are you lying? I can't tell. But I've said my piece, and my time is up. It's like I said, I'm just an echo. And echo.
Sum up your question. You are the long quiet, a vast of nursed God. It is finally time for you to wake up. All this is you. Proceed to the cabin one last time. But what? What?
I can finally see you. And you
It's many hers crawling up on her paws. Bro, she's actually naked.
It's been so long, and my
heart
heart
has
has ached for this moment.
I've missed you dearly. Okay, keep out of conversation.
Every word you spoke found its way to me. I know him, and I know his construct. He was deluded by his fear of death. Pay him no mind. Names are their attempts to capture that which cannot be captured.
They call me the shifting mad, pale version of what I actually am. So what happens now?
Ever the passive
Player, always reacting and never acting.
But it's woven into your nature,
Isn't it?
Isn't it? When the echoes spun
Spun
us
us
from one into two, he gave you a choice, and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes. So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to our liberation?
Don't you? Slay the princess. your eyes begin to open,
you still hold
show
on
out
to
the
the
notions of
is
it's and
is
it's not,
of
beginning and end.
Pitch
Black
black
islands in the blinding light of
the infinite.
Don't you have a say in this? What's following me?
Of course I have a say in all of this. You and I share reflections of each other's burdens. Just as you and I, if we didn't, the
Winding paths
paths
that
that
brought
brought us
us
here wouldn't have been full of
full of
strife and
conflict.
conflict. My very nature is paradox, as is yours. You cannot use words to
That's
grasp
now
at
the
things
things that are beyond
your reach.
reason,
And you
and you
cannot
cannot
rationalize
realize
that
what
which
defies
defies
logic.
But violence and passion are dances that both of us know well. If this is what it takes to enlighten you, then so be it.
Fear pretends to protect us from loss. To fear death protects from losing a body. To fear ruin protects from losing
What the fuck?
status. To fear rejection protects from being. But losing a body is contained within having a body. Losing status is contained within having status. It is in the nature of all things to transform. To go from known to hidden to known again. But when the ceaseless impermanence of all
Wait, what the
things
fuck?
strips
I
away
thought
by
what the fuck?
what remains of fear? Is it a shelter protecting you from itself? Or is it a shelter protecting itself from you? You took fear by the hand and walked with it into the unknown. And
We speak. Appeal to you, matter. You speak about life and death and the change and stagnation, but this isn't what any of this has been about before. You've done nothing but lecture me since the minute I got here. You act through the world, I can't exist without you, but I've existed without you.
Oh, is it not? Perhaps you...
this torrent of blades catch you for boundless angles. You are a body. You are gory ribbons. You are a body again. And you, on and on it goes until your bodies are
Chat. I think we're going through all our perspectives and choosing.
Dead than alive, you learned to put yourself away. And in your stillness, you rose above me. You died countless steely deaths. And you lived
Countless short lives. Yeah, it is.
It is all so far behind you.
I do not rise far above. I am far. Continue to appeal to your shared humanity. This has always just been about. No, continue to appeal.
You cling to your notion of pain as suffering. There is there is no beginning to them. There is no
Dude, this is crazy. The flood is coming.
every moment, every possible. But in the end, you reflected it back at me. For a brief moment, we can be everything again. We can be.
I'm good. There could be love. Continue to appeal.
You are the whole of reality.
Is a person. Is it their
The body
Is it
is
all
all their
their
body.
body?
Pluck the eyes, peel the skin, strip the tendons, mince the meat, grind the bones, twinkle God. Do you also have who you started with? Yes, because you have each other.
Not a body.
Death is transformation into something new.
It is only
It's not a body separate. We're not the whole of reality. Why won't you see me the way I still see you? Why won't you see me for what I am?
I could ask you the same. There is only room for one of us to be blind be you. Your liver drives a stake into your body, and another, and another, and another. Do I miss your heart
because I can't stand to see it
go?
hurt? Oh
The
my god.
stakes meant nothing to you.
The original
You had a
princess.
desire, and you set that desire free. You lifting me and me lifting you. Forever and ever and ever. Consumed by true belief, there was nothing.
This doesn't have to be so big. You can come back down to our level. You can come back to me. I'm still gonna continue to appeal.
Why would I stoop to your level when I'm offering you ascension to mine? It's so peaceful here. Beautiful. Eternal.
I'm going to continue to appeal my sexuality. As a clash between you, Bates, the princess, withdraws trembling.
You are unmovable.
It's
Is it by the design of our
about conflict that I cannot win.
Or are you
Why
just that fervent in how you cling to delusion?
Nothing is even true. Everything that is exists only in relation to everything it isn't. There's no concern. There is no center.
Open your
Eyes
eyes
and accept where we are. We can leave this prison together. It's easy to believe in the things you believe in when you get to sit above it all. What do you think happens if we leave here? Okay, I'm ready.
What I offer you is
From
not
this perspective, it is true.
It is true.
Whatever you're trying to do right now, you don't have to
You
do
don't have to do
it
it alone. The first arrow. Oh shit. Which hero are you?
All of them? I assume in the same way that
You have no idea how good it is
it's
to
good to
you.
be here.
It's good. Yes.
Sounds like you're doing all right on your own, but she's too many things at once out here. If you want to get through to her, you need some way to get past all that
I got
divine
this.
confidence. There's still a piece of me nestled close to where it all began. I can take you there. I can take you to her heart.
It's time to resume our dance.
She's relentless, isn't she? Let's make this quick.
I'm
You
ready. I'm ready.
Let's go.
What? What? Chat, what's going on? What's going on? Oh, the house.
And here we are. I'd say we were back where it all started, but I guess it's a little after that, isn't it? Do you need me to describe things?
I like that photos. Is it just me? Is it just you and me? Did anyone else make it to the cabin?
It's just us. I think the rest of them are still out there, jumbled up in the rest of her.
Damn, it's just us. If Delphi still stands, could you describe the cabin for me, for old time's sake?
Yeah, of course. The interior of the cabin is, well, it's a cabin, yeah? There isn't much here, just a table and a nice little door. And some windows. There's no mirror, either. I think you broke it. And I know you're still trying to find some middle ground, but if things go south, we're going to need that blade. Yeah, it's dead silent in here. Whatever it was that was left of him, I don't think it could handle you waking up to godhood.
I don't actually know how to feel about him being on.
Yeah, it's complicated. He put us through hell, but he's been part of us since the very beginning, hasn't he?
Take the blade.
That's probably for the best. It's always seemed to give us more options than not.
Oh.
The stairs. Do you remember the first time we were here? The first time we heard her voice?
Bro, that was like 2 hours and 43 hours ago.
I don't know what you want for us.
She sounded just like that. Timid and gentle. Only she didn't know us. And down we go. We shouldn't keep her waiting.
What's that knife for? Have you changed your mind? Are you going to kill me? What if we just talk for a bit? Maybe we can figure this out.
Sit with her. We just want to talk. We bought the knife just in case. Are you the same as you out there?
I don't feel the same. I feel smaller.
Okay. I don't want to hurt anyone. That's be.
I don't think there's a way out, but maybe there doesn't have to be an ending. I'm able to do the things you believe me to be able to do. So make me put it all back. Help me fix the Echo's construct and make us both forget.
No, we can't do that.
Help me send us back to the beginning, before we woke up, before either of us saw the truth.
We can't do that.
Can she really do that? Are you sure that's what you want?
Would I don't want to forget you. Sure.
Maybe we have done all of this before. Maybe we're supposed to do this forever. But you won't be alone for long. I'll be right here, waiting for you. If you can believe this helps them, then it will help them, right?
I don't want to forget you though. This is quite sad.
I don't want to forget you either. But unless we do this, you'll have to choose, right now, between me and everyone else.
This is so sad.
None of that will happen, because you'll still be you, and I'll still be me.
Bro. What?
I know, because it doesn't matter how many times we've hurt each other. I've never stopped caring.
Bro, that's so deep. That's so
and
deep.
If you feel the same, then everything is going to be okay.
That's so deep. Bro, that's so deep. Is it too late to be being gone?
It feels like it is. You wouldn't have come here if you were just going to go back. And when we do, we'll make the same choice. We'll choose to forget, and we'll reset everything, again.
Is there any other way?
I think you brought that knife down here for a reason. It has to be a part of how this ends.
I'm sorry, but I don't know what to choose. I don't want to forget her. I don't want to let her. I can save, right? I'm gonna choose the first one.
Okay, if this is your choice, then we're doing it. I guess she takes the blade from our hand.
I love you.
Everything is going to be okay. I love you too.
Bruv, this is so sad. Oh! Oh, fuck's sakes.
You're on a... You're here to...
Slay the princess. The proceed cut. I did it! Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I beat the game. Wow. This is our canon ending, chap. But we still have one more choice to make, and that's slay the princess. And you. Including you. Oh. Oh my gosh. Alright, let's just quickly load the game. And let's slay the princess. I'm sorry, but I can't do that. Slay the princess.
I'm sorry. So this is what it feels like to actually die.
This is not canon, by the way.
I think this is for the best. I don't know what the world would be like without me. I've always loved you. Don't forget me.
Bro, it's even more sad. You blink at the princess is gone. All you have left of her is small light that sits at the bottom of your heart. Oh.
She's gone.
I'm actually
I
sad.
don't think she's coming back.
I'm actually sad, chap.
Is that a metaphor, or are you being literal?
Well, I did slay the princess.
It's quiet here.
Set yourself free. Would you just expanding cosmic scale out twisted with the glass of a contract pressing in.
He's gone. She's gone. No one is left to trap us here, but...
Open your heart and bet wins to your new kingdom. And then they're shattering. You're free for all your lies.
It's finally over, isn't it?
But all of us
are
still here.
I knew we'd finally see it through.
Oh
All
my
it takes
gosh.
to be a winner is grit and determination.
We really did win, didn't we? We're the house now. This is nice. No more hunt.
Absolute reality. Who would have thought there was really a world outside of us? And who would have thought we'd have
The whispering, and the coercion, and the bickering.
That wasn't very hard to speak for yourself.
Well, boys, how does it feel? We're not just on top of the pecking order, we...
I hope this was all worth it. Lucky for us, you have forever to get over.
Time mends a lot of things.
Here, here, to our vanquished foe.
It's good to be back. Now we just have to figure out what to do with ourselves. Forever.
Yeah, we can do that.
And that's it. That's it. We set ourselves free. We set her free and we set ourselves free. Small monster. Nubs. Oh. And that's it, chap. memories. Beginnings and endings. Space between. So this is all the vessels we've had. We've had the tower. Doubt forces the hand I failed. You had the nightmare. Fear locked away in the basement of your mind. To look too closely is to redraw the lines. The stranger. A peek behind the curtains like it too far. The damsel. Unquestioning commitment to the other. The fury. An angel failed in his... There's still tons of freaking vessels. What if we press continue?
Then we did. It's...
Alright, chat.
Yeah.
Well, that's it, chat. Hmm. Well, that's it, chat. I'm gonna end the stream here. I'm gonna find a way to get new endings. But yeah, this has been Slay the Princess. We've definitely beaten the game because we've got, you know, we've got it's you. You've grown. You've withered. The narrator. We got you've got the hero and the princess. You're in a path in the wood. At the end of the path is a cabin. In the basement of the cabin is the princess. Find the tower. Find the damsel. Find the nightmare. Find the prisoner. Find the spectre. Find the razor. Find the stranger. I thought you said she wasn't armed. Get her to at least break. Get her to break her own chains. Okay, so we haven't completed everything. Finish the game. Finish the game. The fruits of your labor. A world free from death. Go back to where it all started. Meet face to face. So we still. So I haven't done everything. You have done every single thing, every single moment. There's still plenty of stuff there to look at. Get shoved into a bottomless pit. Tender heart. See through her eyes. Enter her. You've been here before. Well, this was just messed up. This is just messed up. We've got all things. We've got the whole stranger complete. Yeah, so we've done the stranger. We've done the damsel, right? We have done all the damsel. What a picture. Leave of her. Hmm. Can I load? Damn, I should really save the game. I really should have saved the game. Well, anyway, chat, I'm gonna end the stream here. I'm gonna figure out how to get some more, some stuff in the next stream. We're gonna get some more vessels, because there's a lot of content that we need to see. So yeah, I'm gonna end the stream here, chat. Thank you guys for watching this stream. We technically beat the game, and we did say this play the princess multiple times, or I guess free her. Not really sure how that works, but we are definitely coming back to this game, 100%. We are definitely coming back to this game. But for now, I'm going to leave it here, folks. Thank you guys for watching, and this is a wonderful game, and I'd recommend you play this game. But we will be back, because there's a lot of more things to do. We'll be back. So yeah, bye bye.